Hi everybody, my name is Sol and good morning. So I decided for these Love, Death Robots and maybe even other short film reviews, I would like to kind of do my usual style of doing the webcam because I thought about it and just the audio stuff, like I gotta edit it more in the future and I have to have multiple files of things and it's just like I would rather just, I've become so comfortable with this format that I don't mind using it for this kind of stuff, And I think the product is better for it. But that doesn't matter. Today we're talking about Love, Death Robots, The Tall Grass. And this one I think is my least favorite in the season 2 so far. It's very ambiguous. So if you see like a light on my face, I like to watch these on mute while I do this. But it's about a guy who's on a train. The train breaks down. He gets off the train. The conductor person is like, hey, don't go too far. He wanders into the grass, smoking his cigarette. And that's when a weird, freaky humanoid monster appears, and then another one, and then he's surrounded by these creepy humanoid monsters. He's running back. He's like, train, don't leave without me, but the train's leaving without him. And then as the train is still flying, the conductor, for whatever reason, is off the train, and he saves him. They get back on the train. They have a little chit-chat. He says something along the lines of, I don't know why this train breaks down every single time at this exact spot, and these monsters show up every single time. I think they're from, like, another world. I don't get it. And that's it. The animation style is like this kind of Borderlands-y, boxy look that you see here. And, even just like the animation is more like, there's like less frame kind of style. So they're like, it's a little more jittery. And it's not necessarily my go-to style, but I can always appreciate it. Like the conductor guy, his beard is like, I like the way that looks, big outlines, that kind of stuff. But the whole thing is like, very eerie. It's filmed at night. These colors that you see here are pretty much the only colors in the entire thing. But it does make like the glow of a cigarette pop, or just the lighting within the train really pop. But again, we're in these fields for most of the time. And when we do see the monsters, that's kind of like a little something different. They're like glowing, and they're very ghost. They're like a ghost mixed with like the I Am Legend zombies. Like imagine if the I Am Legend zombies like had more like fangs and like ghost glow. That's the best description I got for them. But yeah, when you have like an ending that doesn't really tell you anything, we don't really know much about this world or these characters, and then they have this ending where it's like kind of left to your imagination a little bit. I really only like those kind of things if I'm actually already invested. I don't actually mind using my animation or my imagination, stuff like that, because like I like guessing, but that's usually always off a foundation of I already care. So what I'm left with is animation that is good looking, but it's definitely not the best in the series or anything like that. It's passable. And I'm not trying to knock it. Obviously these people do things I could only dream of. If I made this, I would brag about it for the rest of my life. But for what the bar has been set as, it's so animation. The story is, again, it doesn't leave much for me to do with, and the character, I don't care. I don't care about this guy. I don't fucking know what his deal is. I just know he smokes cigarettes and he wanders into the grass like a dumbass sometimes. And the conductor, man, like if you know that these things are out there every single time, like why would you let anyone even wander off a little bit? If I would be like, if you're gonna have a cigarette, you're gonna fucking smoke it out the window. Nobody's leaving this train at this time of night. And it was a little unbelievable. Like he's calling out. He's like, they'll call out to him. He'll be like, all aboard. And then he'll be like, don't leave. But they don't hear him. It's kind of weird. I do like when he's like panicking and running from these creatures. He's like, fuck. Like he's Very Afraid. They pull that off really good, but it's a little kind of treat for like people like me who like who, if I was going through that situation, I'd be thinking that, and I watch all these movies where people are just like, oh no, that's not what you'd be saying. You'd be like, fuck, 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 and that's what he does, and I like that. But yeah, that's about all the good things I have for this. I don't even know if it's worth like a 6 out of 10 because again, it does very little for me, you know? Like I'm not saying I disliked it or anything. It's kind of what that 5 out of 10 is for. It's for things that I watched and nothing about it bothered me, but nothing about it necessarily like called out to me. So I'm going to give Tall Grass 5 out of 10. Very standard run-of-the-mill short film in this. Otherwise, so far, I was almost surprised that I didn't get my socks knocked off. It's been nothing but big quality up till now. But, you know, can't win them all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.